Good evening and welcome to the Next Gen Season 17. This is the Paramaxed Modern Touring Cars from Silverstone National. Qualifying just getting underway. We'll go through the top 10 for the tables and have a look and see how qualifying pans out. Two people with qualifying bans today. Deleuze and D. Whitehouse deemed to have incidents worthy of a qualifying ban for this week. Full lobby tonight, which is good to see yet again. Let's have a look at the standings. We have AMH Racing leading the way on 54 points with Deleuze on 50. Four Fish has 46 with Johnny on 34. Bruce Lee Harding is tied for 5th with D. Whitehouse and Jack. Cam 123 Diz is on 31 with Epic Legend on 22. And Hagamayago on 16. Tim has 15 points with Speedy Gon Hogo on 13, joint with Weedaz 34. Big Buddy B has 12 with PZR Jamesy on 11. Shadowstalker 7, joint with Tyler House and Scott Mini yet to score. In the lobby tonight we have Epic Legend 236, Shadowstalker DBS, Tim 78, AMH Racing, PZR Jamesy, Web User Johnny, Speedy Gon Hogo, Deleuze, Cam 123 Diz, Bruce Lee Harding, D. House 7, Big Bloody B, Four Fish, Mike, or Mick ZW, Mix W, also known as Mikey in the paddock, Cobra 2012, and obviously our host, Jack TM53 Synopsis. So we start getting the first set of qualifying times in. AMH has done a 58.836. Jack puts in a 58.799 to take pole position away by 37 thousandths of a second. Let's see if anyone's just about to cross the line. K123 Diz has just set pole position time, 58.402. And that looks like it might be the only time he sets because he's gone back to the pits. Who thinks that's good enough? Anyway, it's just about to start a lap. Here we go then. A lap of Silverstone National, courtesy of AMH Racing, our league leader. Across the start line, head up towards Cops Corner. Down one gear, keep the back in nice and steady, bring the throttle in. Don't use too much on the exit curb because the penalties will kill you. Up towards Maggots, a horrible little flick left into 90 right. The braking zone, really not ideal. The weight transfer can cause all sorts of issues, especially in the race. Out of Maggots, you head down the Wellington Straight, down towards Brooklands. Again, late apex corner, there you go, AMH clipping that later apex, drifting out wide into the Luffield. Again, almost a double apex corner for Luffield. See there, AMH trying to get the best possible exit. Flat through Woodcote corner. And that's it. That's Silverstone National to a T. In less than a minute. 58.4 seconds to be precise. Just 2 thousandths on provisional pole position right now. Although Mikey has just set a 58.178 on in his BMW. Jack can't match that. Still half a second off. Bruce Lee Harding in 6th, Epic Legend in 8th. Peter Jamesy currently in 10th. Now the Les is out on track, possibly trying to get a little bit of practice in for the race, see what the lobby settings are like, but he won't be able to set the time. Speeding on Hogo down in 13th to Tim. This is the end of qualifying, only 5 minutes for the qualifying. This is also Turbo Monday, which means that the person with the fastest lap also claims a point as well as the guy on pole position. Tim crosses the line, stays 14th. AMH has finished his session and will not take pole position here, nor will Cam. Jack just coming up to the line. He's going to break off and do some practice starts. Fourfish is currently 5th in 6th. Races Johnny stays 7th. Comes Epic Legend. He will be in 8th at the current count. There's Big Bloody B. Jack probably still out the side of the road. Just, yep, doing some practice starts, as I thought. I mean, the last one to cross the line. So qualifying over, the provision, well, I say provisional. Qualifying results are: Mikey takes pole position here at Silverstone National, the BMW, followed by AMH Racing, pipping him by 0.142 of a second. No one breaking into the 57s. Cam 93 Diz heads up row 2 alongside him. Jack Team 53 Synopsis. All 3 cars represented in the top 4 places. Fourfish and Bruce Lee Harding are on row 3. Row 4 is Johnny and Cobra. Row 5, Epic Legend and Jamesy. Row 6, Big Bloody B and Speedy Gone Hogo. Row 7, Shadowstalker and Tim and the lads. And D Whitehouse serving their qualifying bands. Round out the grid at the back. So we're going to sink in 20 laps with 3 red lights. We are green at Silverstone National for the Paramax modern touring cars. And AMH gets a good enough getaway to get into the lead here, heading up towards Copse Corner for the first time. AMH leads. Have we got away cleanly? Johnny just on the outside there. And it looks like, yes we have. We've got away cleanly here at Silverstone National. AMH Racing leads the pack into Maggots. You can see just an absolute gaggle of cars as they now go onto the Wellington Straights. Absolute majestic sight. Everyone's got through Maggots as well. This is fantastic news. All 16 cars in one shot. Bruce Lee Harding having to defend a little bit. Fourfish looking down the inside, but Epic Legend... Oh, a little bit of a tap from Bruce, but Epic Legend is round. And now at the back of the pack. Mikey's got Cam all over him. There's Jack. Fourfish benefits from that little ruckus at Brooklands, but he's under attack from Cobra 2012. But Fourfish in 5th at the moment. It's been a good start by the Mercedes man. Someone's gone very, very wide. That looks like Big Bloody B has decided to take a scenic route. They enter Brooklands. Maggots. Bruce Lee Harding down the inside of Cobra onto the Wellington Straight. This for 6th place. Will get the job done. And should slip into the slipstream of Fourfish to help him along. D Whitehouse 7 and the Les moving up to 10th and 11th respectively. Bruce Lee Harding though having to defend. Cobra can't quite make the move round the outside though, and it could open him up to Johnny into Luffield. D Whitehouse and the Les having a bit of a battle between themselves, but they should really be working together. Although it's Big Bloody B runs slightly wide through Luffield. D Whitehouse looks to get the move done. I don't really know what Les is doing out there. Oh, collision between the Les and Big Bloody B. The Les comes off worse. Looked like Les went to follow Big Bloody B to the outside. Kind of went off the track as well. Could be an interesting one. Fourfish on the tail of Jack now as they head down the Wellington Straight towards Brooklands for the 3rd time of 20. Just a little bit back. Johnny attacking Cobra into Brooklands. Leaves him enough space into the left field, but doesn't need it. Johnny gets the move done. Cobra down to 8th place now. Speedy on Hogo. It's on the tail of Jamesy here as they come out of the left field into 2 BMWs. Well, amazingly, 3 of them managed to pick the same livery, apart from one of them's got different wing mirrors. But they carry on going. Cam's got past Mikey in the end. Only has the fastest lap on the last lap. But Jamesy still under good pressure here from Speedy Gone Hogo, but Epic Legend looking to make a move into Maggots here, down the inside. Epic Legend. Oh, as the cameraman goes the wrong way. Epic Legend does get the move completed into Maggots. Fantastic bit of driving from Epic Legend, go down the inside. Shadow Stalker has Tim behind. These two know each other very well on the circuit, it's fair to say. Meanwhile, Epic Legend in the lower screen gets past PZR Jamesy for 13th. And Cobra now under attack from D Whitehouse 7 through Cop's Corner. Into Maggots they go. D Whitehouse just trying to get a move conjured up here. Trying to take different lines. Oh, is he going to have a look down the inside? He does have a bit of a look. The door opens up. D Whitehouse 7 puts his Mercedes in it. But will he have enough grunt against that BMW down the main straight to keep the place towards Cop's Corner? This is critical. D Whitehouse still on the inside for Cop's Corner. Will take the place eventually. Does run wide. Meanwhile, 4 Fish is on the tail of Jack, wouldn't you know it? On board with the Mercedes man as we look to the outside of Brooklands. He's going to look for the switchback, for another switchback I think, but he's not really got the first switchback anywhere near where he needs it. Car just kind of understeered a little bit there. Meanwhile, Mikey is having a pop here at Cam. Up towards Cop's Corner, backs out of it, maybe trying to work together here to catch up to AMH. These two know they need to get AMH as soon as possible. Mikey just backing off a little bit earlier, so he's a completely different line from Cam. The front wheel drive turning in. And he's going to have better grip, 3/10 behind the BMW now. But again, the grunts of the Beamer. These two German cars having a really good fight so far. Cam just needs a good exit. He needs one of those exits that AMH is on the wrong line, but instead he's got Mikey right behind him. Now earlier today, Mikey lost out to Cam in the Paramax Group A1s. The question is, how long will he stay behind Cam at the moment in the Paramax modern touring cars? Because at some point he has to feel he's got the better chance of getting past AMH, although Cam is literally pushing AMH through Maggots there. Under braking and cornering, the Mercedes has the BMW beaten hands down, but once you get to the straight, let the BMW stretch his legs, although Cam looking to the inside of Brooklands. He is part way along through Luffield. He's going to try and hang around the outside. This is a brave move from Cam. if this doesn't work, he's under attack here from Mikey, which is exactly the case. Mikey alongside through Woodcut corner, and Mikey goes through. So the question is, can Mikey get past AMH? The pole sitter will not be happy he lost those positions on the start, but he's definitely looking feisty enough. AMH really having to work hard to keep this lead right now, whereas we near the halfway point. And Mikey looks to the inside of Brooklands. He dives to the inside, and AMH, can he fight into Luffield? The answer is still yes. I thought for a second then AMH had lost it out, but Mikey should get good drive out of Luffield. They're going to be side by side into Woodcut. And Copse Corner, they'll be side by side as well. The question is, Mikey can't really try and break earlier, shall we say. Now he's got Cam looking down his inside through Copse Corner. And that was crucial from Mikey to get that move done. Luckily he's got back ahead of Cam just about as they enter Maggots for the 10th time of 20. These guys already going hammer and tongs at it. Fourfish still hasn't got past Jack, although he's relatively close. This time AMH defends into Brooklands. Oh, Mikey tries it to the outside, isn't going to work. AMH's defence has been impenetrable so far this race. Fourfish alongside Jack now going through Woodcut. He's managed to get the run through Luffield. The Astra should still have the inside for Copse Corner though. They head side by side, and Bruce is catching them and is about to make this a three-way fight. Jack down the inside of Fourfish. Fourfish a little bit tweaky on the entry, but the pair of them still go side by side. They're still hammer and tongs. Mikey has made a potential big mistake into Brooklands. Left the door open for Cam. Cam almost kept that door open and has lost some time to AMH. Meanwhile, Fourfish looking to try the same on Jack again. Jack shuts the door through Luffield. Well, Cobra still has D Whitehouse behind, which he's not going to be very happy about. Big Bloody B with a little bit of lag on there through in Luffield. I don't think Les really knows where he is, but Les up into 11th at the moment. Nothing else really going on. Yet again, we're going to go on board here with Bruce because he's got the best view of this right now. He's got a front row seat as they enter Maggots. As they go past Aintree. Jack really looking to defend because that Mercedes now has a ticket to the inside of Brooklands. See Bruce like just waiting to decide who's he going to side with. Which line does he want to take? Oh, Jack looks to do the switchback. He's got to go around the outside of Luffield. See him taking that deep line. I think Bruce is going to get him on the exit, you know. It's not worked out for Jack through Luffield. And Bruce in the other Mercedes, oh, a bit close, but no contact there. Bruce gets through before Copse Corner, so Jack loses 2 places in as many corners. And Mikey's lost a bit of time to Cam. He's right back on him, but they're still half a second behind AMH. Here on lap number 13. Now laps, there might be lots of them left, but they go quite quickly. And this is going to be a battle to watch out for because Bruce is now on the back of Fourfish. Heading towards Brooklands, he has a bit of a nose out, fill the mirrors of the blue Mercedes. Although Jack sends it to the inside, that's not quite going to work. but Bruce gets held up just before Luffield, allowing Jack to go around the outside. Again, the Astra just doesn't quite have that initial pull on the corner exit, and it's cost him a bit of time to four-fish. Ideally, Jack could do with working with Bruce to try and get past four-fish, but he's going to go side by side with him into Cop's corner. He'll get the move done for 5th place. But again, all this is losing them time. Cobra still has D. Whitehouse behind, and at the front, the gap has closed considerably to 0.2 of a second. Cam goes straight down the inside, he absolutely sends it, and the Mercedes is into the lead of the race for the first time. What a move from Cam. That was about as assertive as it gets for moves into Brooklands. That was a case of, I am going down your inside whether you like it or not. But he made a slight mistake coming out of Luffield and has given AMH the run coming up towards Cop's corner. Will AMH clear him before? Looks like not, he's having to turn in later. Cam will keep the lead for now. Mikey's on the tail of AMH as they head through Cop's corner up towards Maggots for the 15th time. AMH on the inside. Cam's got to give him room. The initial pull of the Mercedes should help him onto the Wellington straight, but the power of the BMW will gain AMH control of the lead again. Cam having to go really defensive because Mikey was right there. But into Brooklands, Cam will hold on to the lead. He's now led for a whole lap pretty much. Through Luffield, and this is perfect for Cam. He's got Mikey in 3rd, meaning AMH can't concentrate on just one thing anymore. AMH has to be wary. He's quickly flicked it to the inside of Cop's corner. He has got half a nose there, but not enough to get the move done. Into Maggots. And again, AMH can't do anything right now. Back on board with Mikey. See Epic Legend and PZR James having a bit of a battle as well, as we look at the battle in front of us, side by side between Cam and AMH. AMH looking to try and switch it again. But Cam very nice on the inside of Luffield. Immediately goes defensive through Woodcut and up towards Cop's corner. Mikey just you have to feel he's just biding his time right now. Oh, and this is the opportunity Mikey's been waiting for. AMH couldn't quite get turned in. And they're going to be side by side. Are they going to be 3 wide? I think they are going to be 3. They are 3 wide coming into Maggots. Oh, that was close. Bit of contact sends Mikey to the inside. And at the end of it, it looks like AMH is going to get a good run coming out of Maggots. He's going to take the lead. They're still 3 wide. Down the Wellington straight they go. That was insane racing. Mikey's got the inside. Cam has the middle, but again, can't really do anything, so he's going to have to come up with something creative here through Luffield. So AMH retakes the lead from Mikey, from Cam. These 3, this has been a fantastic battle. Jack has got past four-fish. They're actually going to be side by side through Luffield. Bruce is going to be there to pick up any spoils. As they head through Woodcut. Meanwhile, the top 3. Apologies to anyone else. This has been a fantastic battle to watch, I'm afraid. Mikey to the outside of Maggots. Can't get the move done, but looks maybe to get a good exit. Again, not quite doable. Four-fish. Jack is alongside him coming into Maggots, and Jack will claim 4th place initially. He goes to cover off Four-fish. Meanwhile, they're side by side up front. Mikey trying to go around the outside of AMH through Luffield. It's going to invite Cam down the inside, but the power of the BMW should keep it just about in front. Meanwhile, for 4th place. Jack fending off the 2 Mercedes. For Fish, in a bit of a rock and a hard place right now. He's having to try and attack the Astra and defend from the Mercedes behind. At the front though, they come into Maggots for the penultimate time. This 3-way scrap has been happening for 19 laps now. It's been all race. That's NGR Tim just getting out of the way as a back marker. And Mikey is almost used that to his advantage. He's got down the inside into Brooklands. AMH will keep it round the outside of Brooklands though. That is the Les who's parked up at Luffield. AMH just about keeping it right now, but Mikey has stake to claim here. He is slightly alongside her, going through Woodcut now, up towards Copse Corner. AMH can't take the racing line. This is going to impede him. Onto the final lap we go. Copse Corner, they're still side by side, the 2 BMWs. Cam biding his time now. He hasn't got a lot left, but there's still more tricks to come as they enter Maggots. Mikey's still trying to hang it around the outside. It's not going to work. Cam's going to take 2nd place away as they head onto the Wellington Straight. Cam really has to get the move done into Brooklands. He must get into Brooklands first, and he has to cover off AMH into Luffield, but he looks like he's too busy defending from Mikey, who swings back out. AMH at the moment leads into Luffield for the final time. He's gone slightly wide, but again, that could just be his racing line, but he's drifted a little bit, allowing Cam to have a little sniff. It's not quite going to work though. AMH, what a fantastic battle, one of the best modern touring car races we've had. AMH wins at Silverstone National, followed by Mikey, who takes 2nd off of Cam on a run into the line. Jack has defended very well in the Astra to claim 4th from 4Fish. Bruce will finish in 6th. Web user Johnny will be in 7th. Dean Whitehouse does get Cobra in the end for 8th place. Cobra at 9th. Epic Legend will get 10th. Big Bloody B will be 11th. PZR James E in 12th with Speedy on Hogo in 13th. Shadow Stalker will come in 14th. Tim's finished in 15th. The Les finishes 16th. A lap or two, a lap down. Shadow just completing our finishes. What a fantastic race. Quite possibly one of the best ones we've had ever in the modern touring cars. But provisional results, AMH Racing does take the victory from Mikey according to our timing screens, and Mikey gets fastest lap with a 57.960. Cam completes the podium. Ignore that from Bruce. He is not in 4th place. Jack is 4th from 4Fish from Bruce Lee Harding in 6th. Johnny 7th. D Whitehouse 8th. Cobra 9th. Epic Legend is in 10th. Big Bloody B is 11th. Jamesy 12th. Speedy on Hogo 13th. Shadow Stalker 14th. Tim 15th. And the Les rounds out our grid in 16th and last place. God almighty, that was a fantastic race. I think you'll agree. But for the Paramax modern touring cars, that is the end of the race. That's the end for them tonight. I did make a bit of a mistake in the Group A1's stream. It's not Nordschleife next week. It's Hockenheim for them. Hockenheim National for the Group A1 Tours next week, not Nordschleife. Read it wrong, but for next week of the modern touring cars we have Hockenheim GP, and everyone gets to drive that beautiful BMW 320 touring car. Yet again another Turbo Monday to add to the list. Next up will be my point of view from the Nucleus from Silverstone National, a fantastic little race to look forward to. Until then, from us at NXTGEN and the modern touring cars, we thank Paramax for sponsoring the league. It's fantastic to see, fantastic to have, and yeah, it's a great thing to have. I think Jack's just joined the party.
Indeed.
I'm not going to lie, Jack, that was quite possibly one of the best modern touring car races we've had.
There was a lot going on.
put it this way, it was literally most of the race split between the first 3 and the second 3.
Yeah, pretty much.
I say fantastic. Obviously, from everyone here, thank you to Paramax for sponsoring the league, and thank you to guys who've watched tonight. It's I hope you've really enjoyed that. It was a belting race to cover. I've got to go and chug a bottle of water down after that because my throat is killing me. But from all of us here, thank you for watching. Join us next week for Hockenheim GP, and if you want to, stay tuned for my point of view of the Clios. Until then, good night.